Welcome to the latest edition of Art After Dark, our video series celebrating the programme of public art appearing across central London this summer. We're bringing you insights from some of London's most exciting creatives on what you can do when you're hunting down the new installations. Today I'm exploring Covent Garden, and inside I've got a very special guest. Let's go and meet her. Hi Jamie, how are you doing? Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. So tell me, where are we?
We are in the legendary, the iconic Jayashikis, and it's right in the middle of the theatre district. Best fish, best oysters.
I was going to ask you, are you an oyster girl?
I am an oyster girl. The jerseys, I would
really?
recommend. I mean, it's good to get a mixed bag. It's not served in a bag. But But I've been coming here since I was little with my dad, my mum. I used to fall asleep here.
They're pretty comfy, aren't they?
They are really comfy, and yeah, that was basically in some sort of fur coat, falling asleep here, and they would be always very accommodating to us. So yeah, I've always loved it, and I've always felt very welcome here.
And it's kind of like a legendary theatre haunt, isn't it?
It is.
For people. One of those places that people come like late after the show, isn't it? So it's
Yeah.
got a real buzz about it.
It's always very buzzy, and there's always good people watching, but it's also, you can really just catch up here. That's what I love. There's not really any loud music, but it's always got a real London buzz to it.
And if you said it was great people watching, what's the most interesting night you've had here? What are the best spots?
I've had some really, really interesting nights, but my probably most memorable one was when I was a little girl, and I used to come in here with my dad and Paul Simonon from The Clash, who's a very good friend of my dad's, and we'd come here and I would just listen to two men talk very intelligent nonsense to the point where I would just pass out and fall asleep. It's just a really good spot for coming and hanging out and properly catching up. But you also get like the real stars of Soho, like the really beautiful elderly women sitting there in their best dressed on their own, having a cocktail. It's a classy joint, but you can also have some real fun.
Fantastic. Well, I can't wait to see the show with you in it, but can we go and check out the theatre first?
Come and see it. Come and see. Very excited to show you.
Ah, here we are. Should we go in?
Oh, let's go around the back, stay sure.
Oh.
So this is the stage door to the Apollo.
Hey.
Come on in.
Exciting.
So yeah, this is my dressing room.
Wow.
This is where I get ready and get
What?
inspiration and read my books and learn my lines and do my makeup. And also have Jamie time, because I'm spending a lot of time on that stage being Jenny. So I find like this is like a little private corner of my mind.
Is this what it looks like in your head?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It does. It's quite busy, but you know, healthy busy. This is where I do my seances. No, I've got my little things that I love from my little boy Raymond. He loves to draw on nature. But yeah, I love this theatre because there's like an old fire escape. You know, it just feels really old school and amazing. Like, I love the thought of how many people have been in here and used this dressing room.
It's full of theatre history, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I've got a cross here.
Oh yeah.
If you've seen the show, or if you come and see the show, there's a lot of question of faith, and this is actually a crucifix that I had when I was growing up, and I like it to remind myself and bring myself into character. But there's loads of little stuff here. I mean, we'll be here all day if we talk about trinkets, seriously. Do you want to see the stage?
Yes, please.
Yeah. This is how we get to the stage. This is where we usually do our warm-ups, our vocal exercises. Mine is vroom vroom, like a motorbike, because you've got to hit the back of the room. This is one of my favourite features of the...
Oh, this is an ashtray?
It's an ashtray.
Amazing.
Isn't that amazing? Imagine. I love the fact that you can imagine like people getting dressed up or dancers or singers back in the day.
Yeah, all
this
the
is the old
clothes
original
here.
wall, all the clothes here, hanging here. This is very exclusive. You don't normally see this. Here are our props table. That's where we keep all our lovely props and what we need for our performance. This is tech. This is where all the actual magic happens. Our beautiful Tan does it and controls all the sounds and the lights right from here, right when we're all preparing. This is quite a kind of crazy area. This is our beautiful converted bathroom.
I love this because you can only see from the audience. All
Yeah.
you can see is the sink.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's like it's
Lots
so,
of stuff happens in this
it's
bathroom.
about the size of my bathroom. Actually.
Yeah, same. And here is the Apollo Theatre. And this is our stage. It's so beautiful.
So had you seen the play before you?
I'd seen the first play with Lily and Jake Wood, and it was amazing. But I think the beautiful thing about this play is that you can change the actors, and that's why it transfers so well abroad and in different cities across the world, because I think it's a really healthy blank canvas, and all these characters that you see in the play, you've kind of been at one point in your life. It's really, it starts quite sort of textbook stereotype, and they go to surprise you, each of these characters. And yeah, there's lots of questions of faith, and do you believe in this? Is it science? Is it magic? Is it supernatural? I think that's why I love it, and it's really fast-paced.
Yes, there are some moments in it which is like scary, and like there's a bit of jump scare. Like, what are the best audience reactions?
We've had from people laughing, walking out, being too scared, screams. But I think that's the beautiful thing about this, what Danny Robbins has done. He has created something in one line, it could be super funny. Or eventually we all get very deranged. And my really strong note at the beginning was that you're hosting a dinner party that goes kind of wrong.
Yeah.
Well, it goes.
I mean, it goes quite wrong.
It gets picked up. And you're essentially inviting everybody who comes to the theatre to your dinner party. And you're hosting, so I'm hostess with a ghostess. That's what we've been calling myself. This is the kitchen. It's a new conversion. The lights.
Very
There's
nice.
lots of stuff about constellations and the stars. But it's such an amazing theatre, as you can see. It's just beautiful.
You do a lot. I mean, you do a lot of film and TV. So how is it being back on the stage?
I love it. I really love it. For me, I always felt my first play I did was a Philip Ridley play at Hampstead Theatre, and I knew as soon as I walked on stage, I was like, this is where I'm supposed to be. So I feel very safe. I mean, I learned all my stuff on set, on film sets, but being on stage there's nothing like having a live audience and reacting off that, and how much you learn about timing and hitting the back of the room, using your voice, using your physicality. It's like going back to school. This is the Apollo, and this is it in all its magic. It's gorgeous, right?
It's beautiful.
Aww. This theatre particularly, it's so warm. There's something about where, I don't know, maybe because it's curved, it's really...
It's a nice size, isn't it?
It's a nice size, and it just feels quite intimate. And I mean, they're watching you there. Sometimes it's very
number
surreal.
11.
You're kind of like, oh, I'm here and I'm performing and I'm acting. It's very...
FYI, number 11, front row.
Front row.
Quite a seat.
Quite a seat. And you get a right surprise if you sit in 16 front row. No spoilers, but yeah, you're gonna... Yeah, you're gonna get wet. That's a spoiler.
Wonderful.
The Coliseum.
Very, very cool, isn't it?
It's beautiful. I always feel like when I come here, I know I'm about to be in awe of something. And I probably will never, ever be on this stage. I can't really see myself doing a countertenor anytime soon. Not with this husk.
So good to get sneaking in.
It's quite cool, isn't it? Let's run around. I mean, that is just, it's pretty epic. Think how many these faces, these beautiful women.
Yes, all around.
You've seen them all.
Yeah, exactly.
Every show. I mean, it's just magic.
It is.
But I just love that the seats are still the same.
I know. It'd be a tragedy, I think, if the E&O had to leave this building.
They can't. They can't. We really must campaign in terms of getting people here and breaking down those barriers and keeping the importance of epic theatre and drama in London.
Yeah.
You know, expand your horizons and what art is and culture is, because this is the place to start.
Yeah. It needs funding across the country, not reducing in one place to feed another.
Yeah, I mean,
it's so important.
It really is. It's everything.
Should we go get a drink?
Let's get a drink. So that was
it's quite a
London.
day.
It's quite a chaotic, beautiful, fabulous, exhausting day, but that's what we love about London, right?
That is what we love about London. So we're here at the Coliseum on St Martin's Lane. Tell me why this is one of your special places.
I have a very, very deep love for the Coliseum. I've been coming here for years now. One thing that should be said, it's free for under 21, so it's really always trying to, if you're under 21 and you want to go to the opera.
It's actually free?
It's free. And this place has always been so, because initially you think of opera and you think of ballets or the Coliseum, you think it's quite intimidating if you're from, I don't know, I grew up on a council estate and it wasn't necessarily like what I'd spend my pocket money on going to the opera. For one, seeing these people perform and sing, I don't think I will ever, I can scratch that off my list of to do things is be an opera singer.
Right.
I'm just completely in awe of the way these incredible artists sing and perform, and I just remember being completely moved by what they did on stage and thinking, wow, that is just incredible. You know, I just think it's so important for the arts to be funded in this way, because kids like me, you know, 18-year-old me was very like, oh, you know, how do I navigate going to the opera or this? And, you know, as soon as I found out about it being free for under 21s and that they show these really sort of like proud and very sort of out of the box productions and forward thinking, you know, I think it would change your mind on it. And I just think the more we sort of promote that and get people here, and it's not necessarily about bums on seats, it just really is for everyone. Yeah. And it's affordable.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like, what, cheaper than the cinema? Which is wild, but absolutely. It's like the amount of work and love and blood, sweat and tears, and it's mesmerising. It's something that you will take away for the rest of your life.
Jamie, thank you so much for spending today with us. It's been great.
I've loved it. Thank you so much.